Hi people. So today I am going to be meal prepping, getting ready to go on a 4-day work trip. So although my job does pay us a per diem while we are on the road, I just find that what I will do is sit in my hotel room and order DoorDash or go pick up fast food and eat that for all of my meals, because it's just like, it's because I'm tired and I don't want to leave after I've been working and go find, something that's a little more pleasing to my stomach. So what I am doing is I am going to be prepping breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 4 days. And I'm gonna pack it all up. I have this big, I'll show you in just a second. I have this big meal container, and I'm gonna put everything in there, and then we're gonna hit the road in the morning. So let's take a look at the meals that I have planned for the week. So we're gonna start on this side. I've got all the ingredients. Oh, I'm missing the milk. Ha! Okay, so I've got the ingredients that I need to make overnight oats. So I'm just gonna take 4 containers of overnight oats with me. That'll be super simple to just pop into the microwave. And then if we come over here, I've got the stuff that I need. I'm going to make this is Costco's rotisserie chicken in that container at the bottom. I'm going to make a chicken burrito bowl. I'm going to make some pasta salad as just like, something that's quick and simple. I don't need to microwave it. I'm going to make is a strong word, but I have chili. This is my favorite chili, so my favorite canned chili. So I have chili, and I'm going to make some cornbread to go with it. So chili and cornbread. And then I've also got, this is going to be a turkey, sweet potato, kale, goat cheese, skillet sort of situation going on here. You will also see me prep kind of like some snacks. I have some berries and some fruit bars, and I think I got one other thing. Oh, cheese. I got some cheese for snacks. So you'll see me prep all that stuff in this video. So stay tuned for work trip meal prep. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna make the cornbread because it needs to be in the oven for quite some time, so it's something I can just have going in the background and get on with the rest of it at the same time. So this is just me struggling with ingredients. So, okay, I have a question. Does anybody else struggle with, do you throw away the box and then realize that you still need the instructions, so then you have to go get it out of the trash can? And then you probably throw it away again, and then you still need it later. Am I the only one who does that? Let me know in the comments down below, because I feel like that's a common struggle. But anyway, let's get this cornbread going and get it in the oven. Okay, I just want to note that here I started greasing the pan with a napkin, and I don't even know why, because I always just use the stick of butter, but I think I was trying to be fancy for the camera. Then I just kind of gave in and was like, nah, this is how we do this in this house. Are you guys butter or spray people? I don't know. I think it tastes better when you use butter instead of spray. But here we are, just getting this into the pan. And I don't know if you saw me kind of lingering with the box. The instructions say nothing about making this into like a loaf of cornbread. So your options are either to make cupcakes, or I think it said you can either make cupcakes or you can make it like a cake. And so I was kind of trying to calculate in my head, like, okay, well, if I want to make a loaf of cornbread bread, like a bread loaf, how long does it need to be in the oven? The calculations were inconclusive, but I have a degree in this, so I feel like I should be able to handle it. Okay, so moving on, now I'm just gonna get the chili in the bowl, and that way I'm really done with like the chili meal. This is kind of like the easiest part. And I'm editing this after the trip happened, because when I filmed all this, I had like 2 hours worth of footage, and then I immediately left for my trip the next day. So I just want to tell you that everything that I made was delicious. However, I have not had this chili in a couple of years, and I remember it being my favorite, but I was not that impressed with it. So I'm gonna have to go on the search for a new favorite canned chili. Let me know what your favorite is, and maybe I'll give that a try. I do like a little bit of a kick, and I do prefer it with beans and meat in it as well. So, but this was super easy. I mean, I just popped it into the microwave and it was ready to go. Anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna boil the water for the pasta, for the rotini pasta. And then in the background of that, I'm also going to start working on the ground beef, which is for no, it's not ground beef, it's ground turkey. Ground turkey, which is for the turkey and sweet potato bowl thingy. And I just want to note that I probably have a utensil for everything, and you'll probably see that in this video, so don't judge me. Anyway, salted the noodles. Some people put oil, I put salt. And now we're gonna get the onions going for the turkey sweet potato skillet thingy. The lengths I'll go to avoid touching any part of raw meat are ridiculous. Okay, so the cornbread was not quite ready, so you can see that it's perfectly browned on the top. So I put this foil over it to put it back in the oven, just to make sure that it doesn't burn on the top while it finishes cooking in the middle. It was still a little bit jiggly. Now that the ground turkey is cooked, I'm adding the sweet potatoes, and yes, I did buy pre-bagged, pre-cut, frozen sweet potatoes chunks because I'm lazy. I mean, is it lazy or is it genius though? Because nobody wants to sit there and dice up sweet potatoes. So I put that in, I put a little bit of water in there, and then I'm gonna put the top on and let that steam down from frozen to soft and palatable. Add a little more salt and pepper. Get a little S&P action in there. And just let that kind of simmer down. And while that happens, I'm going to transfer the rotini noodles to a bowl so they can kind of cool off, because they do need to be a little bit cool, not cold, but like much closer to room temperature than they are currently, in order to add the cheese and pepperoni to it and not have the cheese melt. I do want to note, because James was making fun of me, that I do have cutting mats that will stay in place. I just choose not to use them. I don't know why. Maybe I'm like a masochist. It's like I enjoy struggling with this. I have tons of cutting mats, and almost all of them have rubber grippers, but I choose to keep using the ones that don't. You'll probably see that as a recurring theme in this video, actually, because I'm pretty sure I did it for something else. And I'm just, in this clip, you can see I'm trying to decide how thin to make the cheese pieces. They're supposed to be pretty small, but I like them like bigger, so I'm all constantly like fighting with myself. This is, I mean, in the first place, this dish, this pasta salad, is hardly pasta salad because I don't like most of the things that go in it. So I have like created my own version of pasta salad.
All right, so I got the cornbread out for Sabrina, out of the oven, looks good. And I need to check on our sweet potatoes. They look orange.
Are they soft?
They're very soft.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was looking for, sorry. So are they done?
That's done. Can you turn the heat down?
Down or off?
Down.
Down.
The dish is not done yet.
All right, heat is down, and they look good. It's not done yet, though. Peace.
Okay, James was helping me out for a second, but I'm back because now I gotta add the kale to this dish and let it wilt down. One trick I have for this pasta salad is if you get annoyed by cutting up pepperoni slices and also by the pepperoni sticking to itself, you can just buy mini pepperonis at the store, and they're like the perfect size for this. So I'm not completely lazy because that's like, you know, the cheaters way of doing it. You know what? Let me stop saying that everything is cheating and lazy. No, it's just smart, okay? It's time saving and it's smart. We're just smart people here. That's it. Buy the mini pepperonis. Okay, now that the sweet potato skillet thingy has cooked down, I'm adding goat cheese. Now the recipe that I loosely followed calls for a regular goat cheese, but I had like a ton of garlic herb goat cheese in the fridge. And I mean, for some reason I had 2 full blocks of it. So I used that instead. And let me tell you guys, this dish was so good. Honestly, like it smelled delicious, it tasted delicious. When I was cooking it, both James and we have our friend Chef John staying with us right now. They both were like, what is that? It smells so good. To me, it kind of looks like a pot of mush, but like the flavor, the texture, the smell was on point. You have to make this. Also, I'm just putting in like way more goat cheese than it calls for because I like goat cheese. For the last thing that I'm doing, it's gonna be the chicken salad burrito bowl, whatever. This is just Costco's rotisserie chicken that we shred up. And I'm just gonna like add a little bit of seasoning, some lime juice, and what I believe to be chili powder. And I'm gonna warm it up, just give it a little bit of flavor since I'm gonna eat the salad cold. I want the chicken to have a little bit of flavor. And I said I believe this to be chili powder. You can see me kind of sniffing it out of frame really quickly. We redid our spice cabinet and I have not bothered labeling any of the spices. And at this point, I don't even know that I would know what they are to label them. So we kind of just cook by what smells like it might taste right in this recipe. And I'm pretty sure that second one I showed you was cumin. Anyway, it's time to assemble the overnight oats. I did a video on this already, but my basic recipe is half a cup of oats, and then I use like a scoop of, this is golden monk fruit, but you know, you could use brown sugar or whatever. I was explaining how when I make hot oats, I use like a small little scoop, and when I make overnight oats, the flavor is a little bit duller, so I use like a heaping scoop, and that's true with everything that I make, everything that I put in the overnight oats. Okay, I just want to explain.
I don't know, okay, I'm not sure if this will come through on camera, but the reason I paused is you may be able to see it, but there's like static electricity on this, and it made like a weird, like almost crystal-like formation out of the cinnamon, and it kind of like threw me for a loop for a second. Anyway.
Adding peanut butter to the overnight oats is like super time consuming, as you can kind of tell from this sped up video, but it's so worth it because like that flavor is delicious, but also just having that little bit of protein added to this in the morning is so helpful. So for the last little bit here, I'm just gonna prepare some of the fruit, some of the berries that I had that I was gonna eat for the week, and just kind of like start would you call it plating, Tupperwaring? I don't know. Start putting the stuff into the containers for that go with me on the road. You can kind of see in the background on the floor the little bag that I'm gonna put it in. I'll show it to you in just a minute. But these are the Tupperware containers that go with that bag. So although I'm trying to transition us to all glass containers, I guess it's not really called Tupperware, right? But all the glass containers is what I'm trying to transition us to. This particular like meal prep bag comes with these plasticky containers, and it's kind of what we get. I haven't found any glass ones that are the same size that would fit in that bag. Let me know if you guys know of a meal prep bag and container that comes with glass Tupperware thingies. I don't know. What would you call these things? By the way, Chef John ate the leftovers of that and he gave it like 11 thumbs up. So again, that recipe was delicious. I'll try to link it, the recipe that inspired it. I'll try to link it with this video if I can remember to do that. James ate the leftovers of this and he gave it all the thumbs up too. He loves my pasta salad. I found this trick on someone else's YouTube. So when you're like meal prepping salads like this, to put paper towels with the lettuce, and it keeps it greener and, you know, fresher longer. I was able to, let's see, I made these meals on Sunday. I was able to eat the second salad on Thursday afternoon, and it was still crunchy and fresh and not the least bit like soggy or wilted. So that worked like a charm. And also this salad was freaking delicious. This last little bit here, I'm showing you that I do have an avocado that goes with this salad, but I'm not going to cut it right now because you know what happens to avocados when you cut them, right? They immediately die. So I didn't cut that until the day that I was eating it, and I just ate half an avocado with each of the salads.
All right, here's the finished product. So we have the turkey sweet potato bowls, I have the chicken burrito bowls, the pasta salad, the chili with cornbread. I ate a piece of cornbread, it's really good. There's our overnight oats, and then I have some extra fruits, cheese, breakfast bars, and a couple of snacks just in case what I have is not enough. And then I do have an avocado for the burrito bowls, but I'm not gonna cut it yet.
And then this is the bag that it all goes into. So this is a bag we bought a long time ago. You open it, you can stack all of these inside of there. There's room to stack on the side as well. On the other side, and then on the top there's room for utensils and napkins, so it's all going in that bag. There's ice packs that go in there as well for the travel, and when I get there it'll all go in the fridge.